Welcome home, a place that feels like a tight hug, where time stands still for just a moment, where the noise of the outside world is blocked out. From the moment you enter the door, you are safe, you are warm, and you are exceptionally loved. KZ on Medium. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this full moon circle on this second Capricorn full moon, which by all accounts has been a pretty big one for everybody. This is also known as the buck moon. My name is Abby and I am one of the team here at TreeSisters, and it's my total joy to welcome you into this sacred circle today. So TreeSisters has been described as a love affair with life, supporting women and communities to restore and reforest, inspiring all of us to come together in community and to remember the cyclical nature of life. And these gatherings are offered as a gateway to this togetherness, and also as a gateway to our creativity and our vitality in service of life on earth. And as you might know, the primary reason for TreeSisters' existence is for reinstating a culture of reciprocity with nature, so that we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to extract. So while these calls are free if you need them to be, they're also an invitation to give back. So I'd love to invite everyone here to give back to the beloved trees, and if you're not already a monthly donor, to maybe consider signing up to become one. And if you are a monthly donor, we want to extend our thanks to you and let you know how hugely appreciated you are. And we now also have the possibilities of making a donation direct through this platform. If you see, looking in the chat space, you might see the offers tab at the side of your screen. And any donations that you make are so valuable, as they directly enable women and communities to restore their lands and forests. So just wanting to, really extend our thanks for your support. And this call today is the 5th in this series, Finding Home in Nature. And we will be exploring burrows and underground dens today, and how we might find a home in the quiet of the underworld, just like this little creature in the picture on your screen, protected and dark, and also looking if there might be places in our bodies that feel like a cozy den for us to retreat to when we need to. And we will weave together these noticings into an offering to the magic of the underground home. So why do we come? Why are we here? We gather like this to take a little pause to reflect under the bright light of the full moon, and to really listen to the self-organizing intelligence of the body, to restore and remember our intimacy with ourselves, with each other, and with the beloved earth. So I can see some of you are already writing in the chat, and I would love to hear from some of you why you've joined the call and where you are in the world today. And particularly if this is your first time. And then I will explain a little bit more about what's going to happen. So I'm just going to scroll up here. Esther, good evening, Esther. Andrea in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Lodi in California. Alison, good to connect in this space when individual and collective intensity is growing. Yes, I feel you in that, Alison. Good to be here with you. Dadika, hello. Debbie, greetings from Reading in the UK. Rhiannon in Somerset on a glorious day. Oh, you're lucky you've had a glorious day. It's been raining here. Colleen from East London, South Africa. Welcome, Colleen. Oh, Claire, I hope. Can you hear the sound now? I hope that's fixed itself for you. Liz, greetings from the traditional lands of the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone, Wyoming. Good to have you here, Liz. Hi, Marta. Pat from Sussex, near to me in the drizzly rain. Estrella in Greece. Julie, the East Coast. Jan in the UK. Laura in Colorado. I joined the call because I love the community and the magic. Well, thank you for being part of that magic, Laura. Oh, is there a challenge with the sound? I think some people can hear me. Okay, I think, yeah, leaving the call, refreshing your browser. Thank you, Ria, holding all these technical things in the background. Greer in Southwest France, Julie in Australia. Wow, we are really in a lot of different places today. A few people in Colorado. Welcome, Carolyn. Judith, this is only your second call, but I've been a Tree Sister for several years. Well, welcome back to the call, Judith. Good to have you here. Loyola in Australia, Kirsty in Scotland. Estrella connecting and celebrating with Moon Sisters. Beautiful. Jan also having a glorious day. Louise and Lewis. Nina in Oregon. Oh, good. I'm glad some people can hear. That's good. Carolyn, East Coast. Will there be a recording available later? Yes, there will be recordings. So really good to hear so many of you from so many exciting different places. Thank you so much for being here. Bonnie in California. Great. And Joanne in Canada. Great. So I hope whatever's going on for the sound with some people, I hope that, that settles and, refreshing the browser works. Jenny in Hampshire. Francie and traditional lands of the Lumi people on the Salish Sea. Beautiful. Wow, it's so great to have so many of you here. So if this is your first time, I'll just say a little bit about how these gatherings work and what the little games that we play together. So in a moment, there'll be an invitation to get really comfortable, to find safety for yourself in the physical space that you're in, and to give your body the things that it needs to come into a place of rested presence. And at various points, I will invite you to come and share anything that you're noticing in the chat box. There'll be some prompts and they will be around whatever you're experiencing, sensations, waking up through your body, images, ideas, anything that you're noticing. And these will be what forms our co-created poem to offer. And then we'll have a little bit of time for integration and sharing together at the end. So that's how this gathering is going to work. And I'd love to invite us to drop some of those logistics away now and to just land inside of ourselves. Just being aware that as we enter our felt sense, it may be that we come close to ourselves in a particular way, meaning that stuff could come up, your vulnerability, your grief, your tenderness, your anger, and it is all welcome here. But if at any point it feels too much for your system or it feels overwhelming, I want to invite you to find a way to come back and to just really honor yourself, to notice the contact you're making with the ground and how your body is held by the earth. So you are just invited to know that there really isn't a wrong experience. There's just simply your unique experience. And whatever you find in the complexity of your own being is really welcome. And in fact, is really needed. That's very much what forms the richness of our poem, of our offering to these underground homes, these burrows. So just feeling now how much you're really able to welcome yourself here. To notice how you're not alone. Many of you have already said, coming here to be together, to feel this sense of a circle, of a sisterhood, of a place where there's a shared intention and an appreciation of the bright light of the full moon. So just having also a sense of welcoming others, just as you have yourself. Just want to invite you now to take a breath, for all of us to take a breath together. And then bringing yourself really present to your body in this moment. If it's practical where you are right now, to just really allow yourself to turn away from any distractions, any other screens, any other noises or interruptions. To feel if it's possible to really gift yourself this time. And then as you come into presence, maybe just placing your hands on your body. Take a moment to acknowledge some of the things that your body has done today, the ways it has moved, what it has created or carried, how it's been cared for, what it has cared for. And just taking a moment to really appreciate these. And then tuning in a little more to how your belly is moving with the breath. Does it feel possible to rest into the wave of the belly, rising and falling? And really asking the breath to companion you on this journey today. To be here like a reliable friend. And as you become more present to this wave-like motion, this rising and resting, this opening and settling, it's noticing your heart. Feeling your heart in relation to your breath. Notice its buoyancy and lift on the inhale, and the way in which it's able to come to rest on the exhale. And then your awareness in the lower body, inviting everything to be heavy, to feel where the body is supported. Imagining everyone in this circle with roots and wisdom deep beneath the earth, meeting each other, entangled in the space of shared knowing. And surrounding these deep roots beneath the earth, there's all this life. And I wonder if you've ever been out in nature and thought about the life beneath your feet. The animals who quietly make their homes in underground burrows and dens. The moles and the badgers. The rabbits and prairie dogs. The tunneling voles, mice and rats. The ground squirrels. An entire world, in fact. And with many of them sharing doorways. Whether it's the set of a fat family of badgers or a complex rabbit warren, the quiet of the underground is thriving. And if you were a burrowing creature, creating your safe sanctuary underground, what kind of animal would you be? And not thinking too hard about this, but just trusting what emerges from your felt sense of who lives underground. And just coming and sharing in the chat. What kind of animal would you be? Burrowing underground. Just coming and sharing your voice in the chat. And then gently bringing your attention back. And inviting you now to just allow yourself to shapeshift into this being. To your beautiful collection of creatures emerging here. So allowing yourself to shapeshift, to begin to explore a more embodied sense of life underground. Finding yourself at the entrance to your subterranean home. And taking in the space around you for a moment. And as you're here at the entrance, just noticing this landscape and this upper land. The world that you're inhabiting outside. Are you in a field maybe? A forest? Perhaps a more urban environment? Like a garden or a piece of wasteland. And just taking in the season that's around you. Noticing the temperature of the air, the quality of the light, what time of day it is, And are you alone in this landscape, or are you with friends, family? Where have you come home from? Have you been out on a search for food, an exploration, or some kind of adventure in the upper world? Feeling into the story of your day, the story of your life as this creature coming back to the safety of the burrow. Entering your home now. Notice what it's like to cross this threshold. What is your intention in coming into this space? Is it time to rest or sleep? To feed your family? Or to hide in a place of safety? What is the mood or atmosphere of this underground shelter that you have arrived into? And just feeling with your whole body. Yeah, what is the mood or atmosphere here? And again, coming and sharing in the chat. Do you feel your intention as you acknowledge the story of your day, of your life, as this underground being? And this place of shelter, what is the mood or atmosphere of this place? And beginning now to gradually acclimatize and attune. Beginning to notice how it is to experience this space through your senses. Noticing the darkness. Feeling how your eyes adjust. Are you a creature who can see easily in the dark? Or are your other senses guiding you through these small spaces? What does it smell like to be beneath the ground? Is it damp? The scent of the soil? Perhaps the scent of other creatures down here? How does it smell different to the land above? Maybe it's more subtle. Maybe it smells stronger. Locating yourself really inside of the senses. Notice what you're touching with your animal body. What information is coming in through touch? Are you enclosed and therefore touching the edges of a tunnel? Soil and rocks. How does that feel to your feet, to your skin, to your fur? Maybe the sounds have become more muffled since sinking beneath. Possibly there are new sounds present here. The sound of your own breathing, your heartbeat. Hungry friends and family. And what tastes are present on your tongue or in your mouth. It's really tuning in to how your senses are helping you to find your way here. And noticing, as the particular creature that you're embodying, which of your senses is most heightened in this environment. Coming and sharing in the chat what it is that you're most aware of through the experience of this particular sense. Which sense is most alive and is most supportive of your experience here? Coming and sharing in the chat, and then gently bringing your attention back inside again. And this small space that you're located in, did you create this as your home? Or is this perhaps a temporary refuge? A shelter or place of protection from weather or from predators? Appreciating your skills and instinct to keep yourself safe and to protect your family, your food sources. Feeling how these survival skills weave you into the living earth. And the beauty of that reciprocal relationship. Your body, Earth's body, and this shared field of relationality. And what is it like to find yourself here? Does it feel like a sanctuary? Does it feel like hiding or a space you need to defend? Noticing any sensations, places that might be hardening or softening in your body. What's alive in your body in response to being underground in this moment? Again, coming and sharing inside of the chat. And then gently bringing yourself back. And noticing now if there is a place in your own human body that feels like a place of safety, or not, a place that feels protected and calm, a kind of embodied burrow within, a place where you might locate your attention in order to soothe yourself, to take some time out, to remember your own existence. And if you did have a sense of your own internal den of protection, where were you noticing that in your body? And what kind of sensations were present there? Again, coming to share with us all where you might locate this protective underground burrow of safety in your own body. And then bringing yourself back inside of this experience of homemaking and this life under the earth. Noticing any instincts in your being. Does it feel like time to rest? Are you alone here now? Are you the caregiver? Or maybe in need of care from others? Is it time to return to life on the surface? Feeling into how it is to really trust your instincts for what happens next. And if your creature self, who lives here in this dwelling beneath the ground, had words and could speak to your human self, what would your animal self be saying? Again, coming and sharing in the chat. This creature had words, something to offer to your human self. What would your animal self be saying? Again, just trusting whatever emerges and sharing those words in the chat. Before bringing your attention back inside of yourself. And just letting all of this settle now. In your mind, your heart, your body. Just taking a breath for a moment. And bringing yourself to a place of total rest now. Possibly you find yourself deep inside your burrow or your den. Place of peace and quiet, where you can simply rest and surrender. Taking a breath and feeling your contact and interconnectedness. Just finding softness within yourself. Feeling how much you feel available to receive in this moment. And as you rest, I will read to you our co-created offering, our prayer, our poem to the wonder of subterranean homes. So just letting yourself really come to a place of stillness, of rest, of openness. As we offer this out to the subterranean creatures. A rabbit, a worm, I would be worm, an earthworm, a bird, a soft silky mole, wombat, mouse, worm, snake, a little dormouse, fox, a mole, skunk, rabbit, fox, snake, a badger, sturdy badger, field mouse, mole, marmot. I have become a fox, ermine, silky fox, seeking respite from the heat and the sky where hawks dwell and can spot me. Sweltering heat at noon with the piercing sun overhead. Cosy, warm, rest, ermine, field mouse, protection, hiding, respite, sanctuary, relief, warm and safe. I have become a fox, a badger, sturdy badger, dark and cosy, cool, dark and quiet, warm and safe, mouse, a little dormouse, a rabbit, whiskers tickle the earthen walls, peaceful rest, like a womb of safety, coming back to safety, cozy, homely, time to feed family and settle. Twilight in a dusty woodland. Clearing, I move between upper and lower worlds. Dark and cozy. I move between upper and lower worlds. I am in constant movement. I am vulnerable above and underground. Need to make the place my home again. Reorienting here. Peaceful rest. Peaceful rest, coming back to safety. Coming home to like a Sylvanian family type setup. It's so green and forestry and cute. Being held. Can let all defenses down and relax. Whiskers tickle the earthen walls. I feel my way through the corridors. I know them by heart. Like a womb of safety. I am vulnerable, above and underground. Imagination running wild with every sort of underground creature, worms in earth, fish in caves, crabs under the sand. Earthy and warm. Dampness, earthy freshness. Rest, pause, unwinding from any sense of mission. Alertness. Sharing with family. Warmth, nips, nuzzles. I feel my way through the corridors. I know them by heart, earthy and warm. Safe in our warm, cozy, earthy burrow. Here to rest with my little one after our day. We eat, drink, snuggle up and sleep. And sleep. More intense earth smells. Rustling in dry autumn leaves. Warm spoil, a bit moist smelling earthly. Rustling in dry autumn leaves. The walls that enclose me are like a weighted blanket that comfort me. My inner sight lights up the darkness. Can hear all the sounds of creatures above, but I'm safe. Can hear all the sounds of creatures above, but I'm safe. My sense of touch is heightened here. I'm part of the earth. Like being swaddled as an infant. Sense of smell. Sense of smell. All is quiet down here. Cushions under my paws. I'm part of the earth. like being swaddled as an infant. Skin. Am I deaf? Do I have ears? I am slow. I am where I need to be at all times. My fur and skin are alive. My fur and skin are alive. All is quiet down here. I'm part of the earth, cushions under my paws, smell and taste, cooking a cauldron of nice food. Sense of smell gives me subtle information. Sense of touch all over. No, this is home and it's perfect. It's perfect. Like a float tank where all external stimuli is eliminated. Sense of smell. The strong smell of other animals and the soil. Skin. Sense of touch all over. All smells rich, pungent, earth, bodies, urine, food, fruit, smell, skin, in a beautiful field. I can just be. I can just be a beautiful, safe place for now. Rabbit nose twitching with the sweet smell of the herbs collected in our day. I can just be. It's perfect. Sense of touch all over, in a beautiful field. Sense of smell, lovely, damp, mushroomy, other furry creatures scurrying insect life. Fur brushing against slightly damp, cool earth. I come from the earth. Home. A place we can find sanctuary. Deep remembrance of my source. My home. A safe space with many joining tunnels, just in case I need to escape. I come from the earth. Warm and tranquil in the dampness of the soil. Quivering nose sensing everything around me. Calm, yet very alive, restful. The earth is my home. I want to stay hidden underneath it. Reassuring, peace, softness, family, security. I'm guided by my nose, musty, hummus, rich life force of compost. Warm, fuzzy heart. Awareness of all the microbe beings within my own body. Quivering nose. Sensing everything around me, calm yet very alive. Restful. My heart. My heart, a sense of belonging and gratitude. In my stomach, curled up into a ball, rooted to the earth through my feet. One eye open, one eye closed, sniffing the air for unfamiliar scents, limbs relaxing, stretching out. In my stomach, my brain nestled in the cauldron of my skull. Stomach, heart, and belly, rooted to the earth through my feet, belly easing, breath slowing, belly easing, breath slowing, shoulder to shoulder, familiar comfort with the hubby. Time to rest, trust, curled up into a ball. My body is loving being curled up tightly, resting. You are safe. You are safe. Shoulder to shoulder, familiar comfort. The soles of my feet connect me to life, make me feel safe and grounded. Safe and grounded. My heart, a sense of belonging and gratitude. Trust your inner voice, so warm and peaceful, pausing, soaking in love, waiting for loving company to arrive. Take time to rest. Go into your heart and you'll be here with me. Safeguard my home and life space. So warm and peaceful. Do not disturb. Here is my place to dream. Take time to rest. Deep, rich time in the underworld womb is replenishing. Otherworld time, seed time. Spend more time resting. Let others do their own thing. Trust what you cannot see. Remember to rest and be still. Resting, replenishing. You do not have to accomplish it all right now. Follow the flow as it unfolds little by little. This is a place to surrender and let go. Resting, replenishing. Give yourself the gift of restfulness, while always being aware on some level, trusting that quiet awareness. I slept cocooned and safe within the bedding earth. Deep peace can be found in this enclosed, quiet place. Enjoy the cool air and silence. You need more of this kind of stillness. I enjoyed briefly being a rabbit. Hidden and so much here. Slowly showing, moving. Trust your body wisdom. Nature is nourishing. Rest by rest. Rest by rest. You need more of this kind of stillness. I am burrowed under a vegetable garden by a sunlit glass greenhouse. Trust. Being curled up tightly. Safeguard my home and life space. Belly easing. Safe and grounded. Heart and belly. Intense earth smells. Peaceful rest. Dark and cozy. Marmot. Badger. Field mouse, mole, ermine, cozy. Quiet. Dark. Womb of safety. Sturdy badger. Snake. Bird. Worm. Skunk. Safety. Time to feed family and settle. Warm and safe. Rest. Pause, unwinding. Warmth. Nips. Nuzzles. Damp. Earthy freshness. My fur and skin are alive. It's perfect. Pungent. Damp. Mushroomy. Rabbit nose twitching. sturdy badger, a worm, rooted to the earth through my feet, my heart and belly, breath, slowing, resting, replenishing, surrender and let go, slowly showing, moving, hidden in so much here, cocooned and safe, cocooned and safe, rooted to the earth through my feet, quivering nose, warm fuzzy heart. The earth is my home, reassuring, restful. The earth is my home, deep remembrance of my source. Home, a place we can find sanctuary, peace, softness, warm, tranquil, rest. You are safe. Go into your heart. Balance is important. Between rest and activity, inner and outer self-care and service, soaking in love, so warm and peaceful. You are safe. Take time to rest. Go into your heart, replenishing, deeply nourishing, cocooned and safe. You're just allowing words of our offering to wash over you. And I'm going to just gently invite a return from this underground dweller back into your own human form, into your body, softly awakening into this current time and space. Maybe taking a yawn or a stretch, something to return yourself to your own space. Just looking around where you are, the room that you're in, feeling again for the support of the ground. And just feeling into, how was it to hear your words woven in amongst others? And the experience of receiving the poem as a whole. Just noticing where you're at now. And I just want to invite anything that feels like it needs to be spoken to come into the chat. And to just share that as a way of just bringing yourself back into this time and space, and to feel the holding of the circle and everyone else who's present here. Alison says, thank you everyone, of such a beautiful and moving prayer journey. It was really like traveling through many underground worlds, I think. An amazing poem. Thank you, weaver of words. Well, thank you for the words, the words to weave. Estrella, beautiful, unique. Amy, wonderful interwoven tapestry of earth impressions. Yeah, I get that. Colleen, magical weaving of heartfelt words. Elodie, it feels like a big warm hug and an echoing of all our experiences around the world. Yeah, Liz, lots of commonalities: touch, safety, letting go, resting. Yeah. Nina, thank you, Nina, for being here. Jan, I enjoyed the words, yet not fully connected to shape-shifting in this way. Yeah, and that's okay. That's however it works for you is brilliant. Ellie, beautiful underground, cozy journey. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, Ellie. Louise, it's special to find sanctuary with and as my kin. Kirsty, feeling the connected burrows between everyone. Yeah, I was really feeling that too. Ellie, gratitude for safety, imagination, and cozy underground spaces within. Jan, beautiful tapestry of words, and so poetry. I feel rested and calm. That's great to hear. Thank you, Jan. Ada, mixed with other forms of life. Yeah. Ingeborg, an almost sacred experience. Thank you. Belinda, feel soft and my heart is open. Beautiful. Thank you for all your words. The moment at the start of all drawing breath together is hugely powerful. The circle around the world. Thank you, Rhiannon. Appreciate that feedback. Jan, my heart is opened. Yeah, like an honouring of all nature's beings. Yeah, that's absolutely what we're about. Simone, I feel refreshed. Great. So thank you all so much for your participation. And yeah, I'd really like to invite you to maybe spend some time tuning into the life beneath your feet, to maybe move a little more slowly through landscapes. So you might even notice the entrances to these other worlds, and to just take a moment of reverence with the other lives alongside us, even though we may never see so many of those lives. So just an invitation to make contact, however feels good, with the qualities and energy of the burrows and the burrowing beings over this next month. And I just want to say thanks to Ria as well for her support today. I'm sorry there was a few people struggling to hear and see. So thank you, Ria, for tending to those people and for holding things so steadily. And I'd love to invite you to join me again next month for the final gathering in this series. In August, we will be exploring seashells as homes that are on the move, and what we might learn from the flexibility and non-attachment of these beings who inhabit seashells. So I look forward so much to being with you again in August, and I wish you many full moon blessings now that we are just on the other side of this very full-on second Capricorn moon. So wishing you all well. Thank you so much for your participation and your voices here.